Operation Dark Storm is when humanity burned out the sky forever. As humanity slowly fell to the dominance of the machines, a visionary scientist proposed one last solution, a desperate plan that he claimed would end the machine threat for good. This would be humanity's last attempt to recover what little they had left. Yet what some saw as a brilliant solution, others considered planetary demise, the end of the world. This is when humanity decided to block out the sun. What would you do if the only option to survive was to destroy that which gives us life? How far would you be willing to go to avoid taking accountability for your mistakes? In this video, we will be talking about Operation Dark Storm. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
After humanity failed to eradicate all robots with nuclear strikes against the machine city, a new strategy emerged amid their desperation: deprive the machines of their power source. Humanity thought that blocking the sun would cause the machines to lose their primary power source, thus giving them the upper hand in the war and eventually regain control of the planet. In the Matrix, once artificial intelligence achieved total dominance of the Earth, the machines relied much on solar energy. Therefore, the humans chose to darken the sky, as their goal was to deprive the machines of their main energy source. But let's say the humans were successful in defeating the machines by burning out the sky. What then? Did they ever consider what would happen afterward? What would become of the planet? In the Matrix Revolutions, it was revealed that these nanomachine clouds blocked out the sun, but they also functioned as a barrier capable of disabling all electronics that try to pass through it. This leads us to believe that Operation Dark Storm was possibly also meant to keep the machines trapped on Earth. The humans wanted to make sure that the AI could not escape from the planet, in the hopes that the machines would eventually be weakened enough so that the humans could retake control of the Earth. If that was the plan, it only half worked. The machines were trapped on Earth, but in their infinite adaptability, the machines found a solution to their energy issues, turning humans into their new source of energy. Those who devised Operation Dark Storm foolishly underestimated the resilience of their creations. Now, how was Operation Dark Storm executed? The SB-12 bomb squadron, the aircrafts used to spread the dark clouds, was to be supported by ground forces that used electromagnetic pulse generators to distract Zero-One's robotic defenses. While the machines turned their attention to these attacks, the bombers ascended above the defense lines and launched their missiles. Once dispersed, the particles merged with the atmosphere, forming a wall of black clouds that spread all over the planet in a matter of weeks. Within days, sunlight became almost non-existent, and the sky took a permanent dark gray hue. It was perpetual night all over the planet. At first, Operation Dark Storm seemed to be working. The machines suffered major losses due to the reduction of their energy supply, but that was only temporary. On top of that, the consequences of covering the planet in darkness were getting serious. With a global blockage of solar radiation, the Earth's flora was being destroyed, and the climate was out of control. Humanity was starving to death, but the machines adapted and developed new survival strategies, ultimately using humans as part of their new power source with the help of a virtual simulated prison that would later become known as the Matrix. It's funny how a man intended to deprive the machines of their sustenance, yet instead, he ended up depriving humanity of theirs. Now comes our favorite part, the philosophical symbolism of this event in the Matrix. The darkening of the sky, as well as the simulation itself, are references to the allegory of the cave. Plato explains in the allegory how we perceive reality and how we can reach true knowledge. Imagine this: a group of people have been chained inside a cave all their lives, and they can only see what is directly in front of them, which is the cave wall. Behind them there's a fire, and between the flame and the people inside the cave, there are objects or figures that are casting large shadows on the cave wall. Remember that the people can only see what is in front of them. They can't turn around to see the fire and the figures behind them. These shadows are the only things the trapped people can see. So to them, those shadows are their reality. They have never seen anything else, so they don't know that they are seeing only a very small part of the world. Now imagine that one of those prisoners is released and forced to leave the cave. The brightness of the sun blinds him because his eyes are used to the darkness. He is lost and disoriented because everything he thought was real was a lie. Yet little by little, he adapts and starts to understand that there is more to the world than just those shadows inside the cave. He learns what the sun is and understands that it is the source of all life. It is absolute truth. So the newly freed and enlightened man returns to the cave to tell the others of his experience. But the others don't believe him. The other prisoners think that he is crazy. They don't believe that there is a giant fireball up on the sky because to them, the only things that are real to them are the shadows on the cave wall. They were so against what the freed man was saying about the outside world that the prisoners could have become violent towards him. Remember that their entire world was inside the cave, and the freed man was threatening their reality. Plato used this story to show how people often settle for a limited view of reality because it is easier. The sun in the allegory represents true knowledge, a deep understanding, but reaching it requires effort, sacrifice, and sometimes facing things that we don't want to, taking accountability. Now returning to the Matrix, Neo and Trinity are the only two humans that flew above the dark clouds. Neo felt the true warmth of the sun, but Trinity was the one who saw it for herself. Does that make her more enlightened than Neo, since she saw the sun? Maybe. Feel free to discuss that in the comments. But considering Plato's allegory of the cave, Trinity would be the one who escaped the cave. And about the future, Matrix 5 is in the works, but we still don't know what's it going to be about as of this video. If by any chance the film covers the time when humanity destroyed the sky, it should be like the movie Oppenheimer, with the creation, execution, and finally the regret of Operation Dark Storm. We want to see in a Matrix movie that moment when humanity realizes that they have doomed the world. But do you agree? Would you like to see The Matrix, Operation Dark Storm, the movie?
In Leyland Enterprises, we don't just shape the future, we redefine what's possible. By merging exquisite design with groundbreaking AI, we've created something truly extraordinary. A personal assistant that thinks for you. Even before you do, every detail, from its ultra-lightweight frame to its quantum algorithms, is engineered to simplify your life. Need a coffee? It makes one for you, just like that. Because at Leyland Enterprises, we believe in one simple truth. Nothing should stand between you and your comfort. Leyland Enterprises. Think different and leave the thinking to us.
For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.